We'll start our practice today with just 4 or 5 really big cleansing breaths. Just taking them on your own. Inhaling as deep as you can, holding it maybe a breath or an extra second or two. And then exhale, just force that air out, letting go. Just following that pattern, breathing in. Hold it, let it swirl around for a moment. And letting it loose. And once you feel like you've sort of cleared out what you can clear out just with the breath, start to settle into an easy rhythm of inhale and exhale, just finding what you can maintain through your practice. Relaxing your fingers and your toes. And let yourself get just a little heavier, relaxing any parts of the body where you feel like you're holding yourself up. Finding those extra little hidden spots of tightness. And even if they don't melt away right away, know that those are the spaces to spend a little bit more time on as we move through our flow. We're going to take our arms overhead. Just stretch out long through your fingers and your toes. Maybe you roll out your wrists and your ankles if that feels good. And just let the arms rest overhead. Bending your elbows as much as you need for it to feel comfortable. And walking your heels and your legs really over to the bottom right corner of the mat. You can cross your left ankle over your right if you want a little bit more stretch down that left hip. And maybe this is enough, maybe this feels good. If you want to go a little further, taking the upper body over to the top right. Complete that banana shape, that half moon shape. And really opening up in between the ribs on your left side and underneath that left shoulder. If you feel any discomfort in the shoulder, bend that elbow on the left side. Just pull it away a little bit. Not forcing anything. Just letting the stretch happen. Take one more breath in. And exhale, unwind, come back through center. Take a little moment in between, bring the hips back to center if they scooch. And then when you're ready, legs and feet over to the bottom left. You can cross that right ankle over or leave it on the floor. And then taking the upper part of your body to the top left, if that feels good. Breathing into the right side. Two more big, full breaths. Inhaling and exhaling brings you back into center. And just reaching out, arms to the top corners of the mat, legs to the bottom corners, making sort of a starfish shape. And just let everything rest for a couple more breaths here on our back. And with an exhale, exhale, draw everything in, get small, bring your forehead up towards your knees, squeezing everything in. And then stretch back out. Inhaling, reach to the four corners of your mat with your arms and your legs. We're just going to condense in, make yourself into a tiny little ball as you exhale. Inhale, stretch as you back out long. 2 more. Breathe it in, get as small as you can get. And then stretching out, get as big as you can get. Last one, breathe in. And stretch it out. This time we bring it in, squeeze it in, and start to rock front to back. We're going to come all the way up to a seat. Just cross the ankles, walk forward into a fold, coming into thankful. Let your head drop. And then inhale, walking back up. Getting up nice and tall. Take a breath to reach the arms to the sky. As you exhale, twist to your right. One hand in front, one hand behind. Just gently opening up. And then inhale, come back through center. Exhale, twist it left. One more each way. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach up. Interlace your fingers and press your palms to the ceiling. And just open up the front of the body like you're almost coming into a cow pose. Lift the chest, lift the gaze. You can stay reaching up or maybe bend just a little bit side to side. Get deeper into the sides of the body. And releasing your arms. We're going to take it over to one hip and roll into tabletop. So spread your fingers nice and wide. Coming into a nice strong table, pressing your hands into the floor, pressing into the tops of the feet, and round into your cat pose. Get as arched as you can, especially in your upper back, and then just release back to a table. So round and release. Exhale, squeeze and round. Inhale, nice flat back. 3 more, round and release. And moving with your breath. Last one, round and hold this one. And check back to your toes. Make sure they're not touching and they're reaching as straight back from your knees as you can get them. And keep that round to sit back towards your heels, almost all the way, but not quite. Let your head stay heavy in between your arms. And really reach the tailbone down. Keep that stretch in your low back. One more breath. And then inhale brings you back up to tabletop. And this time, drop the belly, tilt the tailbone up, bring the chest forward, cow pose, and release back to flat. 4 more. Curve into the spine. And release back to flat. Think about not just dropping and releasing, but really using the strength of your center to guide the movement and pull it back. Opening up, last one. Pull it back. This one we drop the belly and we hold. Keep the heart forward, keep the gaze slightly forward. And just like we did with the round, sit your hips back towards your heels. Keep the tailbone reaching as far up and back as you can. Holding here. And then shift all the way forward. Keep that openness in your chest. We're going to come to Sphinx pose. So just lower yourself down onto your belly. Adjust as you need. You're already nice and broad in the chest. Reach back through the toes. Big breath in. Exhale, soften the shoulders back. One more breath. Exhale, release the chest. Slide your hands back. Shift to child's pose. Just a couple of breaths here. And then as you inhale, lifting back up to tabletop, we're going to walk the hands over to the left. Plant the hands about shoulder width apart. Sit your right hip back towards your right heel. Just let that pull happen underneath your right shoulder, down the right side. If you need to slide your hands back a little bit, you can. But try and keep that resistance in the arms and in the shoulders. Press into your fingertips, pull it back up. Same thing over to the right. Walk the hands through center and over. Planting the palms, and then sit back into your left hip. Again, dragging the hands if you need, but keep as much length as you can in the arms. And press into your fingertips, really find that grip to pull yourself up. Walk the hands back and through center. Take your pointer finger to face forward and let everything else kind of flare out from there. Tuck your toes. We'll lift up and back, downward facing dog. Taking about 5 breaths here. Just move at your own pace, pedaling out your feet, stretching out the backs of the legs, and opening up a little bit more down the sides of the body. One more breath here. And then as you inhale, come high to your tippy toes. Walk your feet in about a foot, foot and a half, just to shorten your down dog. And then release your heels back in the direction of the mat. Now we're going to take our left hand and reach it towards the right ankle or the outside of the right leg, anywhere you can grab. Take a little twist. Pull yourself underneath that right arm. Bend your knees as much as you need to feel grounded and stable. One more breath. Exhale, release. Switch sides. Right hand grounds, left hand grounds. Right arm reaches through and under. And just give yourself a little pull. Nice big breath. And then release that right hand. Look towards your thumbs and tiptoe the rest of the way up to a forward fold. Take a deep breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Soften your knees and roll to standing. Arms will come high. And bring your arms down by your side as you exhale. Inhale, roll the shoulders up. Exhale, draw them down the back. 2 more of those. Roll it up. And slide them back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Feel that openness across the chest. That ease of the shoulder blades sliding down rather than squeezing together. Just hold on to that feeling. And then reaching the arms up. Lift up a little taller. And exhale, release, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, take the left foot back, low lunge. Knee to the mat, arms come high, moving with our breath. Exhale, hands to the mat, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward, high plank. Knees up or down, chaturanga to your belly. Slide it up into a cobra. Press into the tops of your feet. Exhale, release. Back through table to downward facing dog. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, right leg high to the sky. Open your hip, bend your knee. Just squeeze your heel in towards your bum. Maybe you open your chest just like that twisted down dog we did. Roll the chest open. And then with an exhale, knee to nose cheetah. Back up, 3-point. Stepping through, revolve side angle, right foot down, right arm opens. Take it up, grounded warrior 3 to the top of your mat. And we'll release, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reach the arms high. And hands to heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swan dive, take it down. Halfway lift. Exhale, right foot steps back, knee to the mat, arms to the sky. Breathing in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pulling forward, high plank. Again, knees up or down, chaturanga to the belly. One more time, cobra. Slide those shoulders back. Exhale, release. Downward facing dog. Left leg high. Open your hip, bend your knee, find that squeeze. Feel like you're taking your left shin behind you, even as you squeeze the heel in. Last inhale. Exhale, cheetah, knee to nose. Back up, 3-point. Step through, revolve side angle, right hand down, left arm to the sky. Breathing in. Grounded warrior 3 takes us up. Lengthen out. And we'll release, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reach the arms high. And hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms back to the sky. As you exhale, twisting open to your right. Coming back in through center. Twisting open to your left. Coming back in through center. Chair pose, sitting back. Inhale, lengthen the torso. Exhale, big open twist to your right. Keep those knees pointing over the toes. Come back in through center. Take it to your left. Back in through center. Exhale, release, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Palm the mat, step back to a downward facing dog. Deep breath in, big breath out. Inhale, right leg high to the sky. Open the hip, bend the knee. Now squeeze the heel in towards your bum, and then extend the leg back to the ceiling. Just bending the knee and straightening a couple of times, moving through that knee. Next time you bend, hug the heel in. Cheetah, knee to nose, right in front. Back up, 3-point. Right knee to right tricep. Back to 3-point. Right knee to left tricep. Back to 3-point. One more, right knee to left tricep. Extend through, revolve side plank. Open up to your left. Breathing in. Nice, back to your 3-point. Stepping through, grounded warrior 3. Breathing in. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Sweep the arms high, little back bend at the top. And hands to heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping left foot back, revolve side angle. One more time, opening up. Find the twist that works. And extend your right arm over the ear. Palm faces towards the mat. Go a little bit longer down that right side. Breathe in. Exhale, right hand to the mat, high plank. Knees up or down. You can take your chaturanga and move through your vinyasa. Or skip it, take it right to downward facing dog. Nice big breath in, and a big sigh out. Next inhale, left leg comes high. Open your hip, bend your knee. Same as before. Hug that heel in tight as it can go and then extend that leg all the way to the ceiling. Couple more times, just move it at your pace. Bend and straighten, bend and straighten. Next time you bend the knee, hold it, and bring it in for cheetah, knee to nose. 3 point. Left knee to left tricep. 3 point. Left knee to right tricep. 3 point. One more, cross it over, left knee to right, and extend through for your revolve side plank. Spin the chest open. Back up to your 3 point. Stepping through, grounded warrior 3, take it to the top. Inhaling. Exhale, release, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Soften the knees as you reach up. And hands to heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold it down. Stepping our right foot back, revolve side angle. Right hand to the mat, left arm to the sky. Once you get that situated, take that top arm over your ear. Extend, extend, extend. Breathing in. Exhale, left hand down. Taking it back to your flank. Vinyasa, or you can take it to your downward facing dog. Let's take 3 breaths here in down dog. Small pause. And on your next inhale, come high to your tippy toes. Look to your thumbs and step or hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Soften your knees and come all the way up. And hands to heart center. So let's take our hands to the low back. You can either make little fists, squeeze the elbows towards one another. You can take the heels of the hands right there above your sacrum, grounding down, whatever feels more secure. Lift the chest and kind of guide the tailbone down in the direction of your heels. Your knees are going to want to bend a little bit, that's all right. Dig down through the heels though. Try not to shift the weight forward. Then lift up through the chest, send the belly button forward, and then sternum to the sky. Breathing here. Don't worry about how far back and up you go. Feel that stretch across the front of the chest. And keep spacious in your low back. And make sure you can breathe. Fill that belly up. Last big inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. Bring those shoulders back over the hips. Arms reach high. And hands to heart center. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Heel toe your feet out a little wider than your hips. Soften your knees and take a rag doll. Grab for your elbows. Just give yourself a little sway if that feels nice. Check in with your breathing. If your mind has wandered off your mat, just bring it back to the sound of your breath. And on your next exhale, release your arms. Take a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bring your feet back in underneath your hips, shifting the weight into your right foot. And as you inhale and lift, we're going to lift the left knee up into stork. So kind of pull it up with your chest. Arms will reach high. Once you get there, find your balance. Strong through your standing leg. Big, big inhale, lift the chest. As you exhale, lean forward to kick back, crescent lunge. chest. Find that openness. Big, big inhale. As you exhale, reach the arms forward. Hover over your right thigh. Bring almost all the weight into your front foot, but not quite. One more breath. Hands to the mat. Right leg to the sky, 3-point. Pull forward, one-legged high plank. Take it back up to a 3-point. Bring it in for cheetah. Back up to 3-point. One more cheetah, bring it in. This time, figure 4, right ankle over left thigh, bend that left knee. We're going to open up into our revolved side plank. One more time here. Stretch and open. Breathe it in. Now slowly start to lower your right hip. We're going to come into a seated, wide-legged forward fold. Reaching out and over. Sort of at a catty corner to the back corner of your mat. Take a breath here. As you inhale, start to walk your way back up. Lean your left hand behind your left hip. Press into your heels. Lift your hips a little more lap. Bring it back down and around. Right hand to the mat. Lift it up. Take it one more time each side. Left hand down. Up. Right hand down. And up. Now we're going to bring that left hand back down. A little tricky here. Take it back to a downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, right leg high to the sky. Stepping through warrior 3. Grounded or fly the arms. Anywhere you want to be. Lift through the chest. Lengthen the back of the neck. Breathing in. Coming up to standing. Nice inhale, arms high. Exhale, arms by your sides. Breathing in and breathing out. Reaching up and release, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time shifting weight into your left foot. Our right knee is going to travel up with us, coming into stork. Strong through your standing leg. Big deep breath once you get there. Lifting up a little further through your fingers and the crown of your head. And as you exhale, lean forward, step back, crescent lunge. Find your feet. Get nice and solid, high on those back toes. Grabbing for opposite arms. Lifting the chest. Extend long through that right leg. Nice big inhale. As you exhale, reach out and over, hover over your left thigh. Breathing here. Slowly release your hands to the mat. Left leg goes high, 3-point. Pulling forward, one-legged high plank. Back up, 3-point. Knee to nose cheetah. Back to 3-point. One more cheetah, knee to nose. This one takes us into a figure 4. Left ankle over right thigh. Stick the booty up and back. Open up, revolve side plank. Stack the shoulders. Big breath in. And as you exhale, release those hips down, flex your toes. Wide-legged forward fold. Keeping the legs at about 90 degrees. Not too much further apart. And breathing here. Press out through the heels, even if your knees stay bent. And slowly walking yourself back up. Right hand comes behind. Press into your heels. Press into that right hand. Lift your hips a little more, a lot. And come back down and around. Left hand down, sweep it open, build a little momentum. Sweep it around and up, right hand. Down and around, the last one, left hand. And then continue right hand to the mat, sweep it back, downward facing dog. We made it. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhaling, left leg high to the sky, reaching long. Stepping through, warrior three, grounded or fly. Dig into that standing foot. Nice big inhale. Exhale, come to standing, reaching up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, arms down by your sides. Take a pause here in your Tadasana. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, step back. Downward facing dog. Now walking your hands back to meet your feet for a forward fold at the back of the mat. Take a little breath here. Give your head a little shake. Relax your neck. And slowly make your way up to standing. Reaching up tall. And hands to center. Shifting weight into your right foot, coming in for tree pose. So really ground through that right heel. Slide the foot up, get as high as you can go without your hand. Keep all that work, and then use your hand if you need to get it to its final destination. Hands can stay at heart. You're going to take them up to the sky. Give yourself a little challenge. Take a bind behind the back. Maybe lift your gaze, shift your drishti up a few inches. All nice places to be. We have 3 more breaths. Last breath in. Exhale, hands come back to heart center, gaze is forward. Bring your left knee into stork and extend the leg. We're going to step that left foot down, half moon pose. So as you release your left hand, open your chest. Keep your focus in one spot. And breathe once you get there. Keep those lifted toes flexed. Maybe you shift your gaze over to the right, or maybe all the way up to that top thumb if you're feeling steady. Nice big inhale. Exhale, release the right hand, fold over your standing leg, standing split. The right toes can go a little bit higher. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, Kundalini. Standing split or grounded warrior three if you want to stay lower. Breathe in. Exhale, Kundalini. One more, take that right leg high. And bring it in, Kundalini. We're going to Kundalini all the way down for a twist. So you can sit on your right heel to stay up a little higher. You can come all the way down, setting up for a twist. Right arm comes around. Left hand comes behind, pulling your chest towards the inside of your left thigh. Breathing here, sitting up tall. Maybe look, take that last little bit of twist with your neck towards the back of your mat. And then slowly unwind. We're going to shift the weight into this left foot. Coming into half moon on that's left foot again, so same side, opening up. We've been here before, so if you want to bend your top knee, reach for your foot. For sugar cane, you are welcome to. Take one more big deep breath. And then as you exhale, release that foot if you got it. Hands will come to the mat, square the hips, and release, forward fold. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Reach the arms up, breathe in, and hands to heart center. Shifting weight into your left leg. Pull this right knee in. We're going to open it up in for our tree pose. So hug that knee as high as you can get, hug the heel in, and then bring your foot in towards your thigh, your calf, or the ankle, wherever you decide to land. Lift up a little taller through the crown of your head. And then decide where you want your arms to be. Maybe you do the same as the other side, overhead, stay at heart center, take your bind. Maybe play with something a little different. And just breathe. Last inhale. Exhale, release your hands back to heart center. Bring that right knee back forward, extend the leg long. Stepping into half moon, other side. Right foot goes down, right hand goes down. Resist gravity. Maybe the hand doesn't even touch if you're feeling steady. See how it works on this side. Take this top shoulder back a little bit. And kick out a little bit stronger through your left leg. Let's take one more big breath. And as you exhale, bring that left hand down. Bring it in for a Kundalini descent. Tuck that left knee in behind the right. Squeeze it in. Standing split. Head down goes a little higher. Exhale, Kundalini. Standing split or grounded warrior 3 if that felt better. One more Kundalini. This one we're going to take it all the way down. So come into that left shin, either sitting on the heel or all the way on the mat. Left arm wraps around. Right hand comes behind. Roll in the torso open. Breathing, breathing. Last inhale, maybe sit up just a little taller. Exhale, unwind. We're going to shift our weight back into that right foot, leaning forward in for our half moon. Back into the same side as we were before. Again, option to bend your standing knee. Reach for that foot. If you're playing with sugarcane on the other side, try and even yourself out. Last 2 breaths. And then slowly release that foot. Bring that left hand down. We're going to meet, square off the hips. Take it to a forward fold. Give your head a little shake. Soften your knees. You can do a little bend and straighten if that feels nice. And then rolling all the way back up to standing. Reach the arms high. Exhale, hands to center. Bring the feet in a little closer. We're going to take the arms straight out in front. Sit back into chair. And then shift your weight into your toes, float your heels for awkward pose. Really pull those shoulders back and down. And then slowly start to come down as far as you can. Maybe pause with your thighs parallel to the floor. And we're going to come down through toe stand. We're going to make our way all the way to our back. So you can sort of lean into your thighs and then roll all the way down. Give yourself a nice little rock. And roll. Meeting all the way down. Bring the bottoms of your feet together and let your knees fall apart. Just let yourself pause here for a moment. Keeping your left leg where it is. We're going to pull this right knee in. Now you might want to just stay here with your hands around your shin. You might start to feel stuff, especially in this left hip. You're welcome to stay here. If you want to go a little further, taking this right leg into a half happy baby. So you're sort of pull down towards the floor with that right knee. Let gravity open more into the inside of your left thigh. Breathe in here. And try and keep both feet flexed, especially that left foot that's in the Baddha Konasana. You want to press the pinky edge of your foot into the floor. And that's going to help keep the ankle and the knee in a nice straight line. Relax your shoulders, one more breath. And then slowly, slowly release that right foot or right shin, whatever you have. We're going to take our hands under the thighs. Bring the legs back in, and then rock them in towards each other. Take a moment here. Let the hips come back to neutral. And we'll take that to the other side. Bring the feet back in to Baddha Konasana. And then we'll take this left leg, pull it in, either staying and holding onto your shin, or working towards your half happy baby. And pull this left knee down. And this right thigh is going to come up, that's all right. Just try and relax the upper part of the thigh, keeping that right foot flexed. Last breath in. Exhale, gently release. Bring the feet back flat. Again, letting your knees rock in towards each other. You can walk your feet all the way mat distance apart if that feels good. Arms or wherever is comfortable. Overhead to a T on your belly. Breathe here for a second. Slowly walk your feet back in about hip distance. Coming in for bridge pose. So reaching those arms down, get nice and secure under your shoulders, in your upper back, and pressing into your feet. Lifting your tailbone, your low back, your mid back, and then pressing into your feet to maybe get up a little higher, all the way into the very tip top. Notice if you're rolling to the pinky edges of the feet, kind of letting the knees fall open. Find that little squeeze. Dig down through the big toe mound, nice and solid. One more breath. And as you exhale, release. Nice and easy. Knees rock in or come wide, whatever feels better. And kind of assess how that bridge felt in your body. Notice if you felt a little cramped in your low back, or maybe your knees felt like they were just a little bit too bent. Kind of see if you need to move the feet in closer to the hips, further away, closer in towards each other, or slightly further away. And we're going to come in for number 2. So again, planting your arms, planting your feet, rolling up. Notice where you feel maybe a little bit insecure, a little unstable. See what you can adjust to get stronger and feel stronger in the pose. We'll take 3 more breaths. And on your next exhale, slowly coming back down. And then just rest the legs, rest your arms. And extending actually keep the feet flat, not extending the legs quite yet. We're going to come up into fish pose. So we relied on the legs to lift us up in those two back bends and bridge. We're going to rely on the support of the arms here in our fish pose. So walking your elbows as close under the shoulders as you can get. Notice if you kind of sink down into the chest, see how much space you can put between the upper part of your spine and the mat. Press down to lift up. You can keep your chin tucked. You can look up. If you have room and you can still breathe, you are welcome to let your head drop back. Personally, I think that's my least favorite version of fish pose, but it is available if you like it. Now holding here, and as you breathe, inflate that balloon in your chest and lift up even further. You feel constricted too much in your shoulders, bring your elbows direction of your hips, fingertips closer to your bum. And you can stay here with the knees bent, or now if you'd like to extend the legs, reach long through the toes and take that curve a little bit more into your mid-back, down into the low back. And breathe. Last big inhale. Exhale, start to release that curve. Walk your feet back in. Elbows walk themselves out and come back to rest. When you're ready, coming up for one more fish pose, starting off exactly the same. Only this time, instead of keeping the elbows under the shoulders or as close as you can get, this time we are going to actually tuck our fingertips underneath the very top of the top of your bum. Press down, find that lift in the chest again. And then option to bring your knees to a tabletop, holding here. Kind of that same strength that you use in boat. It's hip flexors, lower core, breathing in. Don't lose the lift in the chest. If you want to go a little further, maybe you extend the legs. Stretch out through the toes. Holding and breathing. 3, 2. Bend those knees if they're straightened. Bring those feet back down. And slowly, slowly, slowly walk it out, coming back down. Knees together or knees apart, whatever feels better on your back. And then with an exhale, draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice solid squeeze and a little rock to go along with it. And then releasing your head back to the mat. We're going to come right into a figure 4. So right ankle over the top of the left thigh. You want to bring that left foot back down, you can. Or maybe start to pull everything in, holding the knee, the back of the thigh. Finding where it feels good. Take about 5 breaths. breath in. As you exhale, release whatever hold you got. Send the legs to the sky. Give them a little wiggle. Rotate out through the thighs and the hips. And then we'll just switch and take it the other way. Left ankle over right thigh. And keep that right foot up or bring it back down. And hugging it in if you feel good. Grabbing the shin or the back of your thigh. Last breath in. Exhale, release the legs back up to the sky. You can give them a little roll, a little rock. And then releasing your feet back down, setting up for a final twist. Whatever twist feels nice. We'll take the knees to the left to start. Bringing out the midsection of the body. Find that little squeeze. And stretch across the right side. Checking in with your shoulders, checking in with your arms, making sure they feel supported. Take one more breath in. And exhale, come back in through center. Same thing, other side. Taking it into a twist that feels good. Let your head get just a little heavier here. Last breath in. Exhale back to center. Maybe rock just a little bit more side to side. Flatten everything out. And then settling in to your happy place for Shavasana. So whether it is a seat or extending all the way out long, find what's comfy. Once you arrive at that space, take a big breath in. A long, full sigh out. One more just like that. Deep inhale. Big release. And one more inhale, just the same. Exhale with a shh. And for the next couple of minutes, relaxing down into your mat. Let your mind be as empty as it possibly can be. Just focusing on the sound of your breathing, and let yourself rest. You're welcome to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you would like. But if you're ready to start to move, breathing a little bit deeper. And start to bring movement back into your fingers and your toes, waking things up bit by bit. Maybe rocking your head a little bit side to side. And when you're ready, making your way all the way back up to a seat. Finding a tall spine, eyes can stay closed. And bringing palms together at heart center. Just take a moment to really appreciate this time that you get to spend on your mat. Whether it is your best practice that you've ever done, or if you feel like your body is falling into a million pieces, it is always an honor and a privilege to be able to step on your mat. Just hold on to that. Tell yourself thank you. And may you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you be at peace. Namaste.